Good morning. We are starting magnetic effect of current, part 2. Before we go to the further concepts or topics, let's recapitulate whatever we have learned so far. Magnetic field around a current carrying straight conductor. Do you remember that we have learned in the last PPT? Yes. We need to connect the circuit as shown in the figure, and then we have to switch on the current. Sprinkle iron fillings or place a magnetic needle and watch the pattern of the magnetic field lines produced. If we reverse the direction of the current, then what will happen? We will see that the magnetic field lines produced will also reverse the direction. So, we can see the magnetic field lines produced for a current carrying straight conductor are concentric circles around the wire. So if you reverse the direction of the current, the direction of the magnetic field of the concentric circles will be reversed. How do we find out in which direction the magnetic field lines will be aligned? Yes, with the help of right hand thumb rule. Imagine that you are holding a current carrying conductor in your right hand such that the thumb is stretched along the direction of current. Look at the figure. I tried to show you. Put your thumbs up, right hand thumbs up, and watch your other fingers. Then the fingers will wrap around the conductor in the direction of the field lines of the magnetic field as shown in the figure, which is known as right hand thumb rule. Now we are coming to the next concept. Magnetic fields due to a current carrying circular wire. If I give you a straight conducting wire and if you bend it, what will be formed? It will form a circular wire. We call it circular loop also. So a circular loop is made up of large number of very small straight wires. Each part of the circle, small parts, is nothing but a straight wire. So if you place one after another in numerous number of small straight wires, you can make a circular loop or circular wire. So each small section of current carrying straight wire of a circular wire contributes to magnetic field produced by an electric current flowing through a circular coil of wire. Obviously, we have learned that each part of straight wire which is carrying current will contribute to a magnetic field. So, if you just keep on placing small parts of straight wires, so you will be getting the net magnetic field around a circular wire. For each part, you can apply right hand thumb rule. We shall note that every point of the wire, the concentric circles representing the magnetic field around it would become larger and larger as we move away from the wire. By the time we reach at the center of the circular loop, the arcs of these big circles would appear as straight lines. Every point on the wire carrying current would give rise to the magnetic field, appearing as straight lines as the center. By applying the right hand thumb rule, it is easy to check that every section of the wire contributes to the magnetic field lines in the same direction within the loop. As we discussed just now, that every part of the loop is governed by right hand thumb rule. If you place your right hand thumb up along the direction of the flow of the current, and your fingers, other fingers of your right hand, the way it will wrap will give you the concept of magnetic field lines produced. They will help you to find out the direction of the magnetic field line produced. I have depicted this one in a picture. You can just watch it and you can try out with yourselves to get convinced. The direction of the magnetic field lines reverses if the direction of the flow of current reverses in the circular loop or coil, which can be traced again by applying right hand thumb at that point. Try on your own. You can take a thread, circle it, and you just imagine you put a dot with ink, and that will give you the direction of the current. Place your thumb, right hand thumb along that, and wrap around the coil or around the thread your other fingers of right hand and see. Get convinced that it is following right hand thumb rule the magnetic field lines produced. Magnetic field pattern due to a current carrying circular loop or coil. You need to practice this diagram. See here, I have showed you two diagrams. Both the diagrams are important because you can get the figure and they will ask you to put the arrows in which way the magnetic field lines are produced. So you have to practice these diagrams with clear concept in your mind. When the light you can see that when the current is going upwards, look at the left hand side figure, the current is going upwards, so upwards in the left hand side. So put your other fingers, you can see that the other fingers are wrapping anti-clockwise. The same current when it is coming down, so in the coil you can see that it is coming down in the second half, that means in the right hand side, and if you place your thumb down now this time, then you will see that the other fingers are curling around clockwise directions, and as we are going away from the coil, the circles are becoming bigger and bigger, so the curvature is becoming less and less. There are more of straight lines, and at the middle where it will not go left or right, it will go straight. Factors on which magnetic field depends. Factors on which magnetic field produced at the center of current carrying circular wire depends are: number 1, the amount of current, the strength of current flowing through the wire. If current is increased, then deflection of needle of magnetic compass placed inside wire also increases. Strength of magnetic field is directly proportional to current strength. B is the magnetic field symbol, that is directly proportional to current I. Number 2, radius of circular wire. Strength of magnetic field is inversely proportional to radius of the circular wire. B is inversely proportional to 1 by R, where B is the magnetic field strength and R is the radius of the circular wire. The deflection of needle of magnetic compass placed at the center of circular wire of small radius is always more than that placed at the center of a circular wire of larger radius. Third factor, number of turns in circular wire. If the number of turns in a circular wire are increased, magnetic field at the center of the loop increases. When the current passes through a coil, each turn produces its own magnetic field at a given point in the same direction. The magnetic field due to each turn then just add up and give rise to a net and stronger magnetic field at a given point. Magnetic field pattern due to a current carrying circular loop or coil. You need to practice these diagrams. Both the diagrams you must practice, because at times they give you this figure and they ask you to put the arrows. So you should have a very clear concept. So practice both the diagrams. Let me explain the figure. Look at the left hand side figure. The current is going upward directions in the left hand side of the coil. Put your right hand thumb up, and which way the other fingers of the right hand side palm is curling? It's curling anti-clockwise. So concentric circles will be in anti-clockwise. Now the same current as is coming to the other part of the coil, it is coming down. Put your right hand thumb, now it is showing downwards. So and the other fingers will curl in clockwise direction. So now the concentric circles will align themselves in clockwise directions. And as you are going away from the coil, you can watch the circles, they are becoming bigger and bigger. Bigger circles means less curvature, becoming straightened. And at the middle, watch, which side will it go? Left or right? No, it will not go left or right, it will go straight. So at the middle of the coil will get the straight lines. Appears as anti-clockwise from one side, it would appear as clockwise when observed from other side. This also you can try out. Make the loop out of the thread, and first you keep the thread in front of your face from one side, and you then change your position to the other side. Go and try to look the thread from other side, and you will get convinced that yes, it happens. So the face of circular loop in which current appears as anti-clockwise behaves as north pole. This diagram is very, very important because it will help you to determine polarity. Whereas the face of loop in which current flows clockwise behaves as a south pole. It's very easy to remember. Look at the figure. The south S points towards clockwise directions, and N, it points towards anti-clock directions. So remember this way. The face of loop from which magnetic field lines appear to emerge behaves as north pole, whereas the face of loop from which magnetic field lines appear to enter behaves as south pole. Moving on to the next concept from circular coil, that is solenoid. What is a solenoid? Solenoid is nothing but a coil of wire, usually in cylindrical form with many circular turns, that when carry current acts like a magnet. Just look at the figure given here, study it. Doesn't it look like a cylinder? Yes. Doesn't it have many turns? Yes. So, a solenoid is nothing but a coil of wire, usually in cylindrical form with many circular turns. And if you allow current to flow through it, it will act like a magnet. Solenoid behaves like a bar magnet. A solenoid is generally made by winding wire over a non-conducting cylindrical tube. The length of the solenoid is much longer than its diameter. The current carrying solenoid behaves like a bar magnet. In fact, one end of the current carrying solenoid behaves as south pole, while the other end behaves like a north pole. magnetic field lines due to a solenoid. If you can recollect the magnetic field lines produced by a bar magnet, these are just similar pattern of magnetic field lines will be obtained due to a current carrying solenoid. Field lines outside the solenoid are similar to that of a bar magnet. It behaves in a similar way as if it had a north pole at one end and south pole at the other end. Strength of the field diminishes with distance from the solenoid. You can very well see that at the ending and beginning part, that means where the field lines are emerging and coming back, there the concentration of field lines are maximum. And as they are going away from the source of the solenoid, you can see they are becoming lesser in number. Reversing the direction of the current reverses the direction of the magnetic field. Properties of magnetic field lines due to a solenoid. Magnetic field lines are innumerous in number. They are oval in shape, that is laterally stretched. They are closed continuous curves outside from north to south and inside from south to north. Field lines inside a solenoid are parallel to each other and closely spaced, showing the field is highly uniform in strength and direction. Outside they are not uniform. They are going apart from each other. So outside field is not uniform. This is a very useful characteristics for a solenoid. Inside, the magnetic field lines are parallel to each other, which is giving you the idea that inside the magnetic field strength is uniform in direction and strength. The current in solenoid produces a stronger magnetic field inside the solenoid than outside. How can you increase the strength of the magnetic field produced by a solenoid? There are three factors. Strength of the magnetic field can be increased by increasing the current strength in the coil. Number 2, increasing the number of turns in the coil in the solenoid. And number 3, by using a soft iron core within the solenoid. These are the three ways you can increase the strength of the magnetic field of a solenoid. And that much is for today. Thank you.